6. And they.
It's talking about the curses. All right, read.
Shall be upon thee for a sign.
The curses will be upon the nation of Israel for a sign.
Right.
Like, you see that sign over there with the golden arches? What's that? That's McDonald's because of the sign. You know, that's McDonald's because of the sign.
Right.
Same thing with these curses. They will be upon our people for a sign. And it would identify us as the nation of Israel. All right, read.
And for a wonder.
You ever wondered why? You ever wondered why our people get shot down in the street?
Bring it out.
Last high, the first fight, and all that. Living at the bottom of society, anywhere in America, or anywhere in the world, we living at the bottom of society. You ever wondered about that? Because of our skin tone? No, because it's a curse that God placed upon us.
That's right.
All right?
Bring it out.
Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. The people on this side right here.
Right.
They live, all of these people right here, live at the bottom of society. They was put in slavery and all that stuff, sis. All right? All right, hold on.
You said something heavy. Because what struck me of what you just said, because of the skin tone, that is something they gave us to play with, and it never gotten us nowhere. Because if we keep saying it's a skin tone, we'll keep just saying it's the skin tone, it's racism, it's because I'm black.
Right.
I'm gonna show you that it goes deeper than that. Give me the book of Psalms 83.
Bring it up.
The reason why we're going through what we're going through as a race of people, so-called blacks and Hispanics and Native American Indians, is because of who we are. Why did the Egyptians enslave the Israelites? Huh? No, they were both dark races.
Right.
The Egyptians knew that the Israelites were a mighty people.
Right.
And they prospered off of the backs of the Israelites, which were slaves in that time. Right. 400 years. We're slaves in this time. They give us the cars, they give us the iPhones, they give us the Androids, and we look at it as though we're out of slavery.
Right.
But what is happening to us while we're given the iPod and the iPhone, the PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, the Xbox, we're getting robbed and shot. We're still the last hired and the first fired.
Right.
The women are surpassing the men in this society. Everything is backwards.
Right.
So every good thing, supposedly good thing that we're getting, is to our demise at the same time.
Right.
But why is it happening? It's not because of skin color. We're going to show you. Psalms 83 verse 1.
Psalms 83 verse 1. Keep not thou silence, O God. Hold not thy peace. And be not still, O God.
So this is King David speaking. Okay, he's a black man as well. He says, keep not silence, O God, and hold not thy peace. So David is prophesying in the spirit. He saw something in his time that will relate to us at this time period. Read on.
For lo, thine enemies.
For lo, thine enemies. The brother is going through the curses. He's showing you who the enemies are. The enemies are everybody outside of the race of Israel because they did these atrocities to us. Okay? They set this image up right here. And it's not because it's a black and white thing. They knew if they kept the image of this in our face, we would have some self-esteem. But you know what they did? They took this out of the way and they placed these in our churches. They placed these in our homes. And now when we speak up about it, oh, y'all are racist.
Right.
Why does it matter about his skin tone? So it's skin color. If it didn't matter, why would they change it?
Right.
They did this because it was for your destruction, believe it or not. I remember when the earthquake happened in Haiti, the last thing they were standing was a church and they was praying to this image. We still haven't let go of this thing. We are being destroyed on purpose.
Right.
We are kept in mental slavery, enslaved by this image. Along with this image came the doctrine of Christmas. Along with this image came the doctrine of Easter. It's not written in the Bible, that's what I'm telling you, sis. It's an agenda and it's an attack against you. They know who you are. They know who we are. So being that they lost their place, or they're losing forefathers. And your bloodline goes back to a man named Moses. You heard of him, right? He was a Levite. He was what you would call a so-called Haitian today. Aaron, the high priest, he was a Levite. He was what you would call a so-called Haitian today. You have a royal bloodline. You understand that? You're a royal sister. Okay, let's read on.
Psalms 83 verse 4. They have said, come, let us cut them off.
What they said together as a nation, other nations, the Chinese, the whites, the Japanese, the Africans, which we are not. They came together and says, come. We don't have no inheritance with that God. That God don't respect us like he respects his people.
Right.
They think they're better than us. You know what? Let's come together. Read on.
Come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
Let us cut them off from being what?
Being a nation.
Let us cut them off from being a nation. Read on.
That the name of Israel.
That the name of what?
That the name of Israel.
Let us cut them off from being a people. Like you come over here in America. The so-called Benjamin or the so-called Jamaicans, they don't get along with so-called American blacks.
Right.
The so-called Haitians don't get along with American blacks.
Right.
And American blacks don't get along with Mexicans.
Right.
And Mexicans don't get along with Puerto Ricans.
Right.
And you look at and all of these tribes, they are broken up because they have separated us.
Right.
But back then we were together. We had our own plot of land. We had our own civilization. We had government. We had power. We had policies. We had our own law. We had our own book.
Right.
We had our own God, so you can understand.
Right.
They came together in the Confederacy and said, let's break this up. Let us break their bands asunder. Let's cut everything they know as God to be off to look like us, so therefore they can hate each other within their communities.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
That's why it's so much separatism. And the Dominicans got a problem with the Levites, the so-called Haitians.
Right.
They're over there killing each other.
Right.
That is prophesied in the Bible, sis.
Right.
It says, "O my soul, be not thou united." Talking about Simeon and Levi. It says they are brethren, meaning on the same island. Now these nation, tribes that you see on this side, these are all brothers.
Right.
But when the scripture says they are brethren, that means they're on the same island. And it said, "Be not thou united." That's the war you see between going on in so-called Dominicans and Haitians.
Right.
You with me, sis? All right. You can take a picture of it. His phone dead? Oh, okay. You got to visit the website. Visit the website. You can get it. And it's on your flyer, too.
Right.
All right, so I want you to read that again. I don't want you to lose it. Because you can take this back to your parents and let them know that I got an answer to what's going on in Hispaniola.
Right.
It's deeper than what we thought.
Right.
It's deeper than racism.
Right.
We got a problem amongst the nation of Israel. That's who we are.
That's
You
right.
understand that?
Right.
And God gonna fix all of this. You just got to get on board, sis. What the officer brought out to you, you got to take heed to that.
Right.
That's set up to destroy you. There's no such thing as a woman's pants.
Right.
There was no such thing in the beginning.
Right.
That's like trying to say that there's a woman's bra. Is that even possible?
Right.
A man's bra? Excuse me, a man's bra? Is there a such thing as man panties?
Right.
What about a man thong? They try to do that.
Right.
You see that?
Bring it out.
You can't cross these things.
Right.
That's what Satan tried to do to Eve in the garden. Well, surely you should not die. Surely you're not wearing man's pants.
Right.
Don't get confused. Don't believe the hype, sis. God he gave straight commandments to such as Cain and what we should do to avoid punishment. The punishment that he's bringing during the second coming. Let's not get caught up in it, sis. But read on. Let's finish this off and let you come back up.
Psalms chapter 83, verse 4. They have said, "Come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance."
So if the name of Israel is cut out of the Israelites' mind, who are the people that's calling themselves the Israelites today? He's giving you the prophecy that the real Israelites, they are hidden. They don't know they're the Israelites.
Right.
They're not calling themselves the nation of Israel. So who are those people in the land of Jerusalem calling themselves the Jews?
Right.
Who are those people? Could it be stolen identity?
Bring it out.
Could it be that they're inheriting your land and that's why they got problems in that land? Because it's something that they stole and the Arabs know it. They're not supposed to be there. That's your land. That's what God gave to you and your forefathers and mine. Okay, they took this from us, sis. That's why the name of Israel is no more in our remembrance. That's why we don't remember who we are. That's why we're calling ourselves African American. We don't remember that we're the nation of Israel. But God is going to turn this whole thing around. This is the council of the nation. So, again, I'm going to leave it with this. It's bigger than black and white, sis. It's about who you are. Okay, the officer took off. Go back to Deuteronomy. Matter of fact, I'm going to show this sister that. Go to Genesis 49. I'll show her that real quick.
Bring it out.
I'm going to let him put up Deuteronomy 28. Give me that Genesis 49. Read verse 1 real quick.
Genesis chapter 49, verse 1.
Check this out, sister.
And Jacob called unto his son.
My sister right here. You okay? You ain't got to run from the camera. Let me ask you a question, sister. Let me get 5 minutes of your time, sister. Get a sister a flyer. Come here, sis. I want to ask you a question. I got a serious question for you. Let me ask you a question. You come around to the front here. You can put them on speakerphone too. I talk to them too. I want everybody to understand it.
Bring it up.
Hold on, don't go nowhere, sis. Where you from? Huh? Okay, same like this sister here. What I was telling this sister, you see these 12 tribes right here? The so-called Haitians, they are from the tribe of Levi. They were the priests back then, okay? But now it's on the wrong side of it. Matter of fact, before I say it, I want to show you.
Bring it up.
All right? I want to show you. Bear with me. Bear with me. We're in the book of Genesis 49. Hold on, so you can understand what I'm saying, right? Okay. I want to make sure that it's not a language barrier between, because I want you to hear every word. We're reading out of the Bible. Creole? Okay, can you tell her what she don't understand when I tell her? Okay. She gonna help you out, sis. All right, let's go through it. We read in the book of Genesis 49, verse 1. Read that.
Genesis chapter 49, verse 1. And Jacob called unto his sons.
Okay, Jacob is the father of these 12 tribes. Jacob called his sons, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Ephraim, Manasseh, Simeon, Zebulun, Gad, Reuben, Asher, Issachar, and Naphtali. He called his sons. Jacob, read on.
Gather yourselves together, that I may tell you.
All right. You ready? I want to make sure the sister paying attention. The avalanche come by like Satan, come by and snatch the seed. I want to read from the top again.
Genesis chapter 49, verse 1. And Jacob called unto his sons and said, gather yourselves together, that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days.
Okay. Jacob called together his sons, right? This is what you can tell the sister for me, please. He called together his sons. He says, I'm going to tell you what's going to fall upon you in the last days, which we are in, correct? He said, I'm going to tell you some signs that's going to come to pass upon you that's going to befall you in the last days. I want to repeat it because I want to make sure you understand it so you can tell the sister. Now jump down real quick. Jump there. Yes, sir. Read that.
Genesis chapter 49, verse 5. Simeon and Levi.
Who?
Simeon and Levi.
These two tribes, Simeon and Levi, read on.
Are brethren.
Are what?
Are brethren.
Verse 1, it said they was already brethren. He said he called together his sons.
Right.
So what is it saying when he said Simeon and Levi are brethren?
Yeah.
Give me the map real quick. You got a map on that? Map on one of these. So here. Hold this up. Look on this one. Yep. Hold this up. Hold it. Here we go. Check this out. Check this out. Read that again.
Genesis chapter 49, verse 5. Simeon and Levi are brethren.
First off, the prophecy said that we would go into another land that's not ours, right? We came over on this side of the earth, the Western Hemisphere, right? We came from the east. We came from the land of Jerusalem. It says Simeon and Levi are brethren. Remember, they are already brothers. So what was it talking about? They was going to be on the same land mass. This is what you call Hispaniola. Simeon and Levi are brethren. They are together in the last days. Read on.
Instruments of cruelty.
Instruments of what?
Instruments of cruelty.
Here's one of the signs. Instruments of what?
Instruments of cruelty are in their habitation.
Come on, man.
What is the instruments of cruelty that are in their habitations? What is practiced amongst the so-called Haitians
Hey, we try to be serious.
that is not good or deemed good in the eyesight of God? What is it called? Voodoo. What does the so-called Dominicans practice within their land? That's similar to it. Brujeria. Same thing, brujeria. It's the same thing. In Haiti, it's called voodoo, and in Dominica, it's called brujeria. Instruments of cruelty are in their habitations. Read on.
Oh, my soul, come not thou into their secret.
Now he's talking to the rest of his sons. Don't go into what they're about to go into. Simeon and Levi, hold up, read on.
Unto their assembly, mine honor, be not thou united.
Be not what?
be not thou united.
This is why you have so-called Dominicans enslaving Haitians over there.
Right.
And this is why you have Haitians killing Dominicans. He says, be not thou united. Sister, we're reading Bible prophecy. God is telling you who you are.
Right.
There's no other book explain what's going on that island other than the Bible.
Right.
Go ahead, sis.
So we're not supposed to like unite Haitians?
No. He was telling you that's what's going to happen. That's not his desire.
I mean, I got Dominican friends.
Sis, you can teach them what we're going over today. They are involved in this prophecy. What he's saying is, this was going to happen to you all in the last days. Christ is trying to gather these tribes together. He wants them to become one. Two nations becoming one stick together so we can be over us back into our land. So we're trying to gather this back together, but he's telling us what was going to happen within the last days. That's who you are. Sis, you're no longer, matter of fact, let me ask you a question, sis, right? Let me ask you a question. What's your name, sis? Sister right here, what's your name? Do you know what the word Haitian means?
Yes, sir.
Do you know what it means? Huh? You come on, take your time. When the French came over there, they called it Haitian. They called it Haiti. You know why? It goes back to the word Hades. You know what Hades is? Hell. It means hell. Haiti means hell. Hades. They call y'all the child of hell because of the hell that they caught when trying to overtake that island, and y'all wasn't to give it to them.
That's right.
Y'all were mighty in war, and y'all beat the heck. I was gonna say something else. Y'all beat them up. I mean, y'all tore them up.
Right.
So they say these are the children of hell.
Right.
So when you know what you're saying when you say IUIC, you know when you're taking pride in when you say IUIC? Child of hell. I'm a child of hell. That's what you're saying. We ain't from Africa.
Right.
We ran into Africa. Huh?
How y'all doing, fam? I can get y'all fired quick.
Your grandmother came from Africa? We got brothers, we were scattered in all races, sis. We landed in Africa.
Right.
We got brothers in Africa right now.
Right.
The Israelites were scattered. We're scattered everywhere.
Right.
But what I'm telling you is that you are a child of God, literally.
Right.
From the nation of Israel. You understand that? So now, what's your nationality, sis?
Bring it up.
What's your nationality? Ask her what's her nationality. Look on the side. Look on the side. Tell me your nationality. Which one? No. Which one are you on the side? What did God call you? That's your nationality. Tell us sister our nationality. Tell my sister, I wish I could speak Creole out here. Sis, what's your nationality according to the Bible? Tribe of Levi. Sis, don't forget that.
That's right.
That ain't nothing something you just let fly.
Right.
Okay, no other race on this earth can compare to what your forefathers related to.
That's right.
God called them a chosen priesthood. Okay, understand? But the whole nation became a priesthood, but they were the chosen tribe out of all the tribes. There was one near unto him. Okay, because they performed the sacrifices for the nation. Y'all got a rich history. You understand that? So don't let that go calling yourself no Haitian. Understand that? That's a disrespectful term.
Shalom, Israel. I'm Elder Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. YouTube likes to shut our channels down, as some of you have noticed, ever so often. Subscribing to join IUIC will assure you will always stay connected to our YouTube accounts. We want to do our best to make sure this truth gets out. Please click and join our subscriber YouTube channel called Join IUIC to stay linked to all of our videos. So again, please make sure you subscribe to this Join IUIC channel to get your latest updates from all our YouTube channels. Shalom.